Hello, this tutorial is one of the virtual how-to series brought to you by the Rhodes University Library Scholarly Communications Office. The series is intended to assist researchers to engage with seemingly informal ways by which to promote the visibility of researchers and their research, and at the same time elevate the academic prestige of Rhodes University. There has been a shift in the traditional practices of scholarly work. Technology and digitized environments have brought about this change. A huge aspect of this change is the social element. Scholarly work has become a more social journey, one in which ideas, research, and publications are shared more frequently with each other. This tutorial is focused on the role of ORCID in this endeavor. Any discussion involving ORCID has everything to do with online identity and researcher and research content visibility. As you can see, it's all about the individual researcher. Online identity management and ORCID go hand in hand. ORCID is essential to firstly make yourself more discoverable and secondly to increase the visibility of you and your research. This is where we can now start to talk about ORCID. ORCID is a means by which you can build a single online researcher identity. ORCID stands for Open Researcher and Contributor ID. It was developed in 2003 and uses social media technology, which is the power behind ORCID. Throughout this tutorial, you will discover why ORCID needs to become an integral part of your research journey and why the NRF and other funders, academic raters, and publishers now make it mandatory for you to register your ORCID when you apply for funding, academic rating, or submit an article for publication. Many people assume that once you have your ORCID number that this process is now complete. It's not really. You can do so much more with your ORCID now. ORCID is a valuable means with which to build an online researcher profile, and it doubles up also as an online curriculum vitae or CV. In our other how-to series videos, we talk about ORCID registration and how to build your online CV. Now it's time to look at linking your other online researcher IDs to your ORCID profile. On the left side of your ORCID profile, you will see the facet, also known as. Are your research works published using different variations of your name? This, also known as facets, is where you can capture the different variations of your name as published in your research articles. Go to, also known as, click on the pen icon to open the facet. You can type in your name variation. You will need to add one name variation at a time by using the blue plus icon. The example that you see shows a name with full stops and without full stops. Remember at the end to save your changes. We now look at the facet country. Click on the pen icon to open this facet. You are affiliated to Rhodes University, South Africa, so you need to select South Africa as your country. If you have an international affiliation to Rhodes University and have published outside South Africa, you can add the other country or countries to this facet. And to do this, you click on the blue plus button, and then once you have finished all your changes, remember to save your changes. Now we look at the keywords facet. This is where you can list your research interest areas. What are your key research interests? So go to the keywords facet and once again use the pen icon to open up that facet. Keywords, as we've said before, are your areas of research interest. One keyword is entered at a time. Other keywords are entered by using the blue plus button, and again remember to save your changes. Moving on to websites and social links. At the start of the tutorial, we spoke about the possibility of you having one or more researcher identity. Do you have any other research profiles on other websites? If you do, this is where you can link the more informal researcher identities to your ORCID. So now you can move to websites and social links. Click on the pen icon to open the facet. You can now add other website links to your ORCID. These include academia.edu, Figshare, Google Scholar Citations, ResearchGate, Rhodes Digital Commons, Zenodo, Research Blogs, and so many more. Remember, one website can be linked at a time. Other websites are linked by using the blue plus button, and remember to save your changes. Now we take a look at other IDs, and this is very different to what we have been dealing with thus far. You are not able to edit other IDs because these links are added to your ORCID profile by Web of Science and Scopus. We will be dealing with this now. Finally, there are many researchers who shy away from promoting their research. However, one of the simplest ways to disseminate your ORCID researcher profile is to include it in your email signature. And anybody who opens up your emails and find themselves interested in the same interests that you are interested in will be able to open up your ORCID and start furthering collaborations that way. For more information and assistance with your ORCID researcher profile, please contact your principal faculty librarian. The details are listed here for you. Or, alternatively, you can contact the Librarian Scholarly Communication. The details are listed here too. We are happy to engage with you on your ORCID journey.